Hello everyone, I'm going to be showing you how to create an Angular Material project and make a login page for your users. So first off, you have to type this command, ng add angular add material, and after that it's going to ask you some questions and you're going to say yes to most of them, and then you're going to select a theme there. Now after that we want to create a menu for our users. So basically we'll be using the matte toolbar for that, and the color would be primary. That's the color you chose when you were selecting a theme right before. We're going to insert a matte toolbar row inside this toolbar. We're going to create a span element which will have a link that will take us to our home page. As you can see, I'm typing the router link right now and I'm going to name it home. Now we're going to have to add a separator between these two so they don't stick together, as you'll see later on in the video. We're going to create another link as well that will redirect users to our login page. We're going to create an A element and name it matte button with a router link to the login page, and we're going to name it login. So now we can save that and we can see how it looks like right now. Right now it's going to throw an error because we didn't import the module yet. So we're going to do that now in the app.module.ts. We're going to import the matte toolbar module from Angular Material, and we're going to include that in our imports. Now you'll see the error will be gone, but the buttons will be sticking together. That's because we didn't put the styles in yet. We're going to do that by going to our project, and we're going to create an app.css file inside our root directory. And we're going to add a menu spacer class here and give it the flex option and set it to auto. We're also going to remove some of the ugly color decoration on the links. So we do that by selecting A and let's give it a color. I chose this one because it looked the best on my screen. We're also going to disable text decoration so we don't get those ugly underlines on our fonts. But right now this CSS won't do anything yet because we need to include it at our styles.sass file. We can do that by importing the CSS that we just built. We do that by @import quote.app/app.css. There's an error here because I haven't specified the right path to the CSS file. So I need to add a slash here and it will load the style, as you can see right now. It looks well on the mobile phone as well. Now if you click login, the site won't be displayed nice because the directions are off at the moment. So I want to work on that and I want to create a home component. So all of the paths will have the same menu. So let's do that now. Let's create a home component. And basically we're going to create an HTML file, a TS file, and an index.ts file for the exports. We're going to start by creating a home.component.html file and a same file with the TS and an index.ts file. So now what we can do is we can copy the component selector from our menu component and just paste it into home. And we can change stuff here a bit. Import the component and change the selector to home component. And select the home template URL and name the class home component. We can also change the home component now, but we'll do the export first in our index.ts. Here we can add just h1 tag and name it home, so we know where we are. So now if we want to change the routes, we can go to the app routing model and change the home here. So the component it should load now is the home component. We need to go as well into our app module and import the home component that we just built, and we can save all of that. So if we refresh the page now, we still need to add the menu component to our app component.html because the menu is missing. We can just copy the menu component selector from our menu component and put it in our app component and save that. So now all of the pages will have this menu. So if we go to the register component right now, we can create a register page for our users to use. We can do that by going to Angular material and copying their inputs there. As you can see, I have it open here on material.angular.io. We'll just copy one of their examples for our project, but we'll be using just one here because we don't need the second option really. I just want one for now. So we can save that now, and we have to import the module, of course, because otherwise it won't work. We can do that the same way that we imported the Math Toolbar module. So as you can see right now, we have the Angular material component right here for the input. It looks well on mobile too, so you don't have to worry about responsive design because it's already implemented. Now we can look for a button that will allow the users, once clicking it, to log in to our application. I'll just copy a random one here. And of course, we'll need to import the module for the buttons. As you can see, it doesn't have any style now. So we import it the same way we did for the other two in our app.module.ts. And we put it in our imports. Now, as you can see, the button is here, but I don't want this one, so I'm going to choose the primary one. And we're going to add a break here, so the button appears below. I'm not going to worry about design here, because I just want to show you the technical stuff for this. So now let's create an input so the users can type something in and we can see what they wrote. We'll add a public property to our register.component.ts, name it input, which will be the type of string. And after that, we're going to add an ng model to our input line and call this .input on it. So after the user will type something in the input, it will appear to us and we will be able to console.log it. So as you can see right now, the ng model isn't a property of the input file, so we'll need to import that as well. I think this is done by importing the Angular forms module. As you can see, yeah, it's called the forms module, so we need to import that into our app.module.ts. As you can see, it's from @angular/forms. So right now it's going to work, but it's still missing the name option. As you can see at the error, it either must have the form control option or the name option. So I'm not going to add form control right now, but I'm going to add the name option, and I'm going to name it input. Let's name it. Let's call it username for now. So as you can see right now, it works. There is no more error. So we can create a login function here in our register.component.ts, and we can console log our input. That's the thing that the user wrote. I have to specify this .input. And we'll add a click function to our button, and once the button is clicked, it will call the login function that we just built. We'll also delete the placeholder and the value for this input. Now if we open up our console, which can be done by using the F12 button, we can type something in and hit the button, and it will say something back. So in the next video, I'll show you how to add app guards to your application, so unauthorized users won't be able to access some certain pages. We'll do that by using session storage, like I'm showing you now. We're going to add an item to our session storage, and we're going to check on it later on. I'll be showing you that in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more. I'm going to be uploading a new video every weekend, every Saturday. And if you guys enjoy my content, please be sure to subscribe and like my videos, as it helps a lot. Thank you.